Lecture 37 AC series RL circuit. So the objective of this lecture is to understand the impedance concept applied to the RL circuit, find out the total impedance, understand the current lag and the phase angle, and draw voltage and impedance triangles. So let's start with the circuit. So circuit consists of a resistor and an inductor, with the resistor having resistance R and inductor having inductance L Henry, and it is supplied by an AC voltage source whose instantaneous voltage Vt is simply equal to Vm cos omega t plus theta. And due to this, instantaneous current will flow through the circuit. So let's start with voltage relations. So in order to apply KVL, we have to first convert instantaneous values into its phasor form. So Vt is simply V and the phasor of It is I. So in pure mathematics, the phasor is simply equal to Vm e raised to power j theta, but in electrical engineering term, rather than the maximum value, that is Vm, we will use Vrms. So from now onwards, the phasor value will be simply RMS value into e raised to power j theta. Applying KVL in this circuit, V is simply equal to Vr plus VL. Now Vr is simply I into R and VL is I into JXL. Now this can be understood with the help of phasor. So we will take current I as the reference. So I phasor, that is the purple phasor, is the reference. Let's start with VR. VR is equal to IR and it is in phase with I. That means that the VR phasor, that is the green one, is along the current phasor. Now VL is equal to J of IXL. So it is leading the current by 90 degree. So VL is drawn in such a way that it is at 90 degree ahead of the current phasor. Now the resultant of two voltages, that is VR and VL, is simply the resultant voltage V, and the magnitude of this voltage can be easily found out with the help of Pythagoras theorem. So this hypotenuse is simply equal to VR square plus VL square whole under root. So therefore, this is the magnitude of the resultant voltage. Now let's find out the impedance. V is equal to VR plus VL. VR was IR, VL was I into JXL, and this V is I into Z, where Z is the total impedance of the circuit. Cancelling out I from both sides, Z becomes equal to R plus JXL, and we know that XL is equal to J omega L, where omega is the angular velocity and L is the inductance. Therefore, Z becomes equal to R plus J omega L. Omega can also be written as 2 pi f. So therefore, the complete relation becomes Z is equal to R plus J into 2 pi f L. Now this equation can be represented by impedance triangle, which can be easily obtained from the voltage triangle itself. So capital V is equal to IZ. So therefore, parallel to this will be Z line. VL is equal to IXL. So parallel to this will be XL. And VR is equal to IR, so parallel to this will be R line. So this complete triangle forms the impedance triangle, and the angle between Z and R is theta, which is same as the angle between voltage and the current. The magnitude of impedance is simply equal to under root of R square plus XL square. So we know that tangent theta is equal to perpendicular over base. So therefore, theta comes out to be equal to tangent inverse of XL by R. And we can say that this current is simply lagging the voltage by an angle of theta. Let's talk about one more terminology, that is power factor, which simply defines the quality of the power, and it is simply equal to cos of theta. So theta is the angle between voltage and current, and from impedance triangle, cos theta is simply base, that is R, divided by hypotenuse, that is Z. So therefore, cos theta is equal to R by Z. Now if we keep on decreasing the inductive influence, that is keep on decreasing the XL, we can see that the theta is decreasing, and when XL becomes equal to 0, that is no inductive component, the theta becomes equal to 0. So at this point, the power factor becomes equal to cos 0, that is 1. So therefore, for a purely resistive circuit, power factor is 1. And similarly, if we keep on decreasing the value of resistance, the angle keeps on increasing, and when R is equal to 0, and we have only inductive influence, so for a pure inductor, the power factor becomes equal to cos of 90, which is equal to 0. So therefore, for an RL circuit, the power factor remains between 0 and 1, and since voltage is taken as reference, so current is always lagging, and the power factor is also said to be lagging in nature. So one important point to note, the angle between voltage and current is equal to plus theta if current is taken as reference, and at the same time it can be written as minus theta if voltage is taken as reference, and both are correct. It only depends on the reference you choose. So let's summarize the concept. So impedance value for an RL circuit is simply R plus J omega L. the value of current is simply V equal V by Z. The phase relation is that current lags the voltage by angle theta, and the power factor is cos of theta, and since current is lagging, therefore power factor is said to be lagging in nature. Now let's solve this numerical to understand the concepts further. So this numerical says that we have an RL circuit which has a resistance of 20 ohms and an inductive reactance of 15 ohms, and circuit is supplied by 200 volt RMS. So we have a resistor of 20 ohms, an inductor having inductance, that is XL is equal to 15 ohms, and a voltage having RMS value, that is 200 volt. So the first step is to convert this RMS value into phasor value. Since angle is not given, so we can simply say that this is having angle 0. So this is the phasor form of the voltage. Now let's start with the first question. First question asks the total complex impedance in the rectangular and polar form. Impedance is simply R plus JXL. So therefore R is 20 and XL is 15, so it comes out to be 20 plus J15. Now this is the rectangular form. In order to convert it into polar form, we have to find out impedance and angle. So impedance is simply equal to under root of R square plus XL square, that is 20 square plus 15 square, and this comes out to be 25. Angle is simply tangent inverse of XL by R, that is 15 by 20, and this comes out to be 36.87 degrees. So the impedance is 20 plus J15, which is same as 25 angle of 36.87 degrees. Now let's move on to the next part, that is circuit current. So circuit current is simply I equal to V by Z. So V is 200 angle 0 and Z is 25 angle 36.87. So this comes out to be 200 by 25 into angle of 0 minus 36.8, and this comes out to be 8 angle minus 36.8 degrees. So therefore current is simply 8 angle minus 36.8 degrees. Now the third part is voltage across resistor. So VR is simply equal to I into R. So I is 8 angle minus 36.8 into R is 20. So this simply comes out to be 160 angle minus 36.8. So this is 160 angle minus 36.8 degrees, and VL is simply equal to I into XL. This comes out to be 15 into 8, that is 120 angle of minus 36.8 degrees. So that is 120 angle minus 36.8 degrees. And finally, let's draw the phasor. So we have voltage as reference, and since the angle is 0, so therefore it will be along 0 axis, and the current is lagging the voltage by an angle, that is minus 36.8 degrees. Therefore current is shown like this, and its magnitude is 8 amperes. And finally power factor is cos of angle between voltage and current, that is 36.8, and this comes out to be 0.8. And since current is lagging the voltage, therefore the power factor is also lagging in nature. So similar to this, you can attempt this homework numerical, where an RL circuit is given whose resistance is 30 ohms and inductor having inductance 0.1273 Henry. The circuit is connected to AC supply of 100 angle 0 volt and having frequency 50 Hz. So you can calculate all these values. So try to find out all these values and post your answers in the comment box.